Good morning, everyone. Yes, it is Keisha, Dr. Catlin, coming to you once again on a Wednesday at 10 a.m. for our weekly inspiration. This is Ready, Set, Go, sponsored by Be Fearless TV. Today, we are going to continue our conversation from last week. Last week, we talked about, I said, are you drowning, treading water, or do you know how to backstroke? And you should be butterflying. So today, I promise to break each one down to you. So today, we're going to talk about drowning. I want to tell you that, good morning. Are you drowning? And if you're drowning today, I'm going to show you or tell you how you can start to tread a little water. And hopefully you told one of your friends to jump on here, because this got to be a team effect. We want to help each other to start to tread some water. Okay, so today I have 5 tips for you to tell you exactly how you can start to tread water. Remember, we're only in June, so by July we want to have our good backstroke, right? So here it is. Get out a piece of paper. If you can't do it because you're driving in your car or you're at work and you're just trying to, hop on and off, then that's fine. You can always go to my website afterwards at www.be-fearlesstv.com to take a look at the video again or to write down some notes. So there's 5 key points this morning that I'm going to tell you that would help you to start to tread water. Now, the number one thing is you have to make a decision to begin. If you are currently drowning in your life or whatever's going on, maybe it's a project, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a business, maybe it's your job. I don't know what it is, but we all know the drowning feeling. The drowning feeling is like you are drowning. You fell into the water and you are literally trying to survive. So the only way to survive is to really come to the top of the water and start to tread a little water, right? Until somebody rescues you or you rescue yourself. So the number one tip is make a decision to begin. Make a decision to begin. You need to start moving your arms. If you are drowning, you need to start making that decision to begin. And one of the ways to make a decision to begin is quite obvious. If you are sitting there and you know things aren't going right, you feel it in your heart, you know your passion, or say you're doing a project. Let's just give an example. You're doing a project, let's say for the summer. And you choose this goal to do, but now we're in summer. Summer kind of crept up on us, didn't it? It went from 40 degrees all the way to 100 degrees, right? So we didn't have any time to prepare for all the heat. So because of this, you have to still make the decision to begin. So the first thing you need to do is you need to set those goals again. You need to start setting the goal. You got to set a short goal for this project for the summer. If you don't set the goal, you're going to keep drowning because you never started the mission. Okay, so you have to set goals. All right, I see a lot of people that basically they want to do a lot of things, but here it is. They're at the start line and they never go. When the guy says 1, 2, 3, go, they're still standing there. They just stalled out. You understand? So the goal will help you. The goal is something that you write down and it's right there at the finish line. But when he says start to go, you're still sitting there. You're kind of stalled. So you have to make the decision to really begin your journey. Remember, it's something that you chose. And only you can make yourself go. And one way to do that is by setting goals. When you make the decision to go ahead and begin, stop second guessing yourself. Don't second guess yourself. Keep going. When you make the decision to just go, you make the decision, listen, I'm not going to drown. I'm going to try to tread this water. Keep moving your arms no matter how exhausted you get. remember, the finish line is really being saved, right? It's really backstroking, right? So if you're drowning, you have to save yourself. Start treading water. Move your hands, no matter what. Make that decision to save yourself, your goal, whatever it is. Make a decision to, meet your goal, hit your goal. So first, it starts with you, okay? So that's number one. Make the decision to begin. Number two, it takes baby steps. When you're drowning and you're trying to learn how to swim, it really takes baby steps. So treading water is a baby step. First of all, it takes good cardiovascular to tread water. So does accomplishing your goals. It takes a lot of work to accomplish goals. Goals aren't easy unless you set them really easy, but I suggest setting the bar a little bit higher for yourself, right? You made the decision to start. Now you're in the move and you're taking the baby steps. You're learning to tread water. Well, I'm here to tell you, if any of you all swim, you know that treading water is not always the easiest thing. I mean, you can do it, but if you have to last a long time out in the ocean, it could take a long time. And so you have to have the determination to do it. If you start too fast with treading your water, you're going to run out of strength. You're going to run out of cardiovascular, okay? So it takes baby steps. So take the baby steps. Don't go too fast, right? And remember, with drowning in life, it takes simple daily actions, literally, simple daily actions in a mindful way, in real time, okay, that will help us accomplish our goals. Simply daily actions. So, for example, we were talking about the project. If your goal was to complete a project, then something you would do towards that project every single day. It'll be a simple daily action. Okay? So you got to take the baby steps. Don't jump in there full force. Don't try to tread water so quick because you're going to run out of breath, right? So I'm trying to help you just tread your water. So that was number 2. Number 3, listen. Look at the whole surface before you put your foot on the gas. What does that mean, Dr. Catlin? Literally, this means don't try to just put your foot on the gas and just think that, hey, I'm just going to accomplish this goal in 2 weeks. No, when we talk about accomplishing goals and projects, you want to accomplish them successfully, efficiently, and effectively. That's what you want to do. So you got to assess all the surface. You got to make sure that your goal doesn't come into play with other things in your life. Literally, you got to set time aside and really focus on who? You. This will be your goal. You were the one drowning, right? And you want to start to tread water. So in order to tread the water, like I said in the beginning, you made the decision. You start to take those baby steps, and now you got to assess your surface around yourself to make sure that you're just not jumping in there trying to accomplish it so quickly. Because when you do that, you really don't feel that sense of accomplishment. You feel like, oh, I just completed a task. But we want to feel that sense of accomplishment, okay? Now, I can also tell you this. Whenever I try to accomplish goals, it's the energy and passion that you may have deep inside of yourself. So it is something, it's an intuition. You can tell that when you are working and trying to accomplish things in your life, you can kind of tell when you're off track. There's a feeling that you have. I'm telling you, it's like an energy, it's a level, it's a mood that you have. So if your mood isn't right, the energy level isn't there for it, you need to really just reassess. Reassess, take a hard look at your goal. Remember, it's your goal alone. You were the one drowning out there. Right? You're the one drowning. Nobody sees you yet. So in order to tread the water, you have to really take the baby steps, assess the surface. And if it's not feeling good, then you got to do it a little bit stronger, a little bit harder. Or you may need to back a little bit. Okay? So it's all about pacing yourself. Only you know about your goal and what you're trying to do. And only you know how it feels to drown. So number 4, hold your goals really lightly. Okay, here it is. I have a lot of goals. But some of them just simply don't work out, right? You can't get stuck. Just because you wrote it on a piece of paper, it doesn't mean you can't crumble the paper up and start all over again. I start over again all the time. If you could literally see my desk right now, and I'll actually show you guys my desk. If you could just see my desk right now, I have all kinds of stuff on my desk. Every day I come to work, I look at my little sheet on the wall. I have like a goal sheet over here that I need to do for the day. Then I have my goals for the month. But here it is. If I don't feel myself getting closer and closer and closer to my goal, I know I'm just still treading water. I'm telling you, I really reassess. I look at everything and I change my goals. Remember, it's your journey. It's nobody else's. Nobody knows about it. It was given only to you. Your journey looks very different than your girlfriend's, your mother's, your dad's. It looks completely different than from your children. So you have to know exactly when you need to let it go. Because if you hold on to it, you're just going to keep on drowning. Okay, I'm telling you this. You're going to drown, and you don't want to die of drowning, because that's like probably a really terrible death. So anyway, hold your goals very, very lightly. And last but not least, I want you to go ahead and engagement. If you made the decision, right, that you're going to accomplish these goals, you're going to stop drowning, right? If you did that, you took the baby steps, right? In the beginning, we talked about baby steps. You assessed your, You assessed all of your, the surface, right? Before you try to go too fast. You see it looks good. You held on loosely to your goals. You weren't stuck on this one particular goal. If it's not working, you changes to it, or you revamp the whole thing, right? Well, now it's time to engage in it. So here it is. When I was learning to swim, okay, as a little girl, I learned how to swim. I guess it was like I was maybe 5 or 6 years old. You jump in the water. You literally just jumped in, right? And you start to tread water. That's the first technique you learn in swimming. So you're treading water. Well, you have to engage in that. Right? Like I said, it's cardiovascular. You really have to know how to breathe. You have to do a lot of things to tread water. You got to have upper body strength. Your legs got to be strong. Listen to me. When we talk about drowning, last week I said, are you drowning? A lot of you all inboxed me and told me that yes, you were drowning. How do I stop drowning? Keisha, how can I start this business? Keisha, how can I be the best mom? Keisha, help me with this, help me with that. Well, the first step is you. There's nobody else. Nobody's going to help you from drowning, okay? So I just gave you 5 quick steps. It starts with you. Make the decision to stop drowning. When you make the decision, take the baby steps. That's what you have to do. You have to start to move your arms and start to try to tread the water. And when you're doing this, assess the situation. If you're out of breath, you're going too fast. That's just simply what it is. Slow down. Pace yourself. Okay? And once you do that, listen, if you find yourself treading water and you're pacing yourself, then maybe the goal or the thing you're trying to accomplish is just not for you. You see? Sometimes it's just not for you. So you could be trying to accomplish something that is not for you. It was for your girlfriend. See, we talked all about stop looking at other people and comparing yourself to other people. We talked about that a few weeks ago. And the thing is, you have to compare yourself only to yourself. So when you're trying to accomplish something or you're trying to do something, maybe that's simply not your passion. Maybe it's not, So in order to stop drowning, I'm going to say this, that it's up to you. And then once you get it right, you got the goals right, then give it some engagement. Yes. Wake up every morning and seek to accomplish things. Simple task. Simple daily task. That's all it takes. So today is Wednesday. I came in here and I said, I'm going to finish reading this book, The Warrior Goddess in Training. Yeah, I think I'm a goddess. I'm in training. But every day I said I'm going to read at least 2 chapters. I'm determined to be finished with this book, hopefully by the end of the week. That's a small goal. But you know how difficult it is to come in and sit at a desk and try to read 2 chapters without being disrupted? Well, guess what? I made the decision to do it. I happen to like these books. I took baby steps. I said only 2 chapters, and they're good chapters. So I like reading it, right? I assess the surface. I look at the situation. I come into work a little bit earlier so I can read the 2 chapters. That's what I did. That's how I assessed everything, right? Because I don't want to start drowning again. I just want to keep treading water. And then I keep my goal really lightly. If I can't read 2 chapters tomorrow, guess what? I just simply don't. I just changed it up a little bit. It's okay. It's my journey. It's my goal, right? I don't want to drown. So remember, you are in control of drowning, right? And then after that, I put some engagement in it. That's right. So I ask you all again, are you still drowning? You shouldn't be. Now you should be able to tread some water. Next week on Ready, Set, Go, I'm going to talk about treading water. Because when you're treading water, eventually you're going to have to start to do the backstroke. Right? You're not going to tread water forever. You're going to be backstroking, honey. That's what I want you all to be doing. So that's it for today. That's the weekly inspiration with me, Dr. Catlin. It was sweet, short, and straight to the point. Why? Because we are on a mission to do the butterfly by August. So if you missed the segment, always go to my website. I have great stuff on there, a lot of resources for you at www.be-fearlesstv.com. Thank you all for all your emails and all of your testimonies that you share with me all the time, and I hope that you find my advice to you very helpful and very encouraging. Until next week, stay inspired. Bye.